To do to make her feel like that she's not in a nursing home, because she's not. This is the furthest thing from her. This is one step. This is one step above a senior housing, senior living. And we have, it's called assisted living because we do assist them. And so, no, honey, she's not. We do assist them with things, but for the most part, and it's kind of funny because being raised, you're to be polite, you're to open doors for people, you're to do this. Sometimes I catch myself, and we will always, if I see somebody struggling with their little motor scooter thing, or trying to get in, or trying to hold a plate, and I go, oh, let me help you with that, or here, let me help you with that. And most of them will flat out look at you and go, nope, I got this. So they're great about it. Now, if we see something that's a problem or whatever, then we'll make sure that we handle that. But for the most part, they don't want to lose that sense of independence, and we don't cater to them in that way. If they're hurting or they need help, or we see they're weak or they might be sick or whatever, we'll help them. We have no problems. But just to, they'll come in here, or they'll open I'll be walking by to show something, and some of them will be on those scooters, and they've been over there and got their breakfast, lunch, and dinner because they're busy, and they'll have all that stuff, and they'll have a coffee cup on there, and they've got their little scooters, and I go, here, let me open your door for you. No, I got it. But that's just common courtesy that I was raised to do. So I have to I'm like, okay, but for the most part, whatever they need, we'll help them with it. We do encourage, a lot of times, your Section 8 and your Advantage program, periodically, as well as us, all three of us again, you have to be, reevaluated, reinstated, so they're going to ask for 6 more months of your bank statements, or they're going to tell them they're going to come in and inspect their apartments. Oftentimes, there's a few of them here. We try to tell them when they move in that that's going to happen, but sometimes they forget, and they'll get panicky. Oh my goodness, Section 8's coming. Or, I can't get my bank statements. I know one the other day had a really challenging time getting their bank statement. My job is to visit with new people coming in, to tour, and to go out in the community and work with the public to, make them aware of what we have. I can do some of the paperwork here, and some of it, but there's just so much different stuff that often it's just too much, and she knows the job almost blindfold. Sometimes our seniors will come in here and they'll go, I can't get my bank statement. Can you drive me up here to get it? Or can you take me? Or can you call? Or we'll fax stuff and everything. And I have to back up and tell them, okay, look, do you have, some of them have no one. Sometimes there's exceptions to the rules, but they have case managers. And they have kids. And they have siblings. And they have powers of attorney. So we tell them, you need to contact them first. Let's see what they can do. Because otherwise, a lot of times the family members will depend on us. And we can't take care of them. I can't take care of them. And my office being right here, and my door's always open unless there's a very private conversation and I'm having this somewhere. My door's always open, and trust me, they will walk in. Even if you guys are sitting here, they're going to walk in. So, I have to tell them, okay, I've got my job to do, so let's call your case manager, let's call your sister, let's call your power of attorney and let them go get that, and then you bring me all the paperwork and I'll fax it over to them. So,
in my situation, I would be coming every day, and information that she needs, you might can tell her.
Do you have her power of attorney?
My sister is power of attorney, and I'm going to be power of attorney too.
They can add you on there.
Yeah. So I would, if any information I need, I would need it.
We have them to go. We have them to go both ways. Some of them have power of attorney, but they only utilize their power of attorney if they needed to, say, for instance, go get bank statements or something like that. For the most part, or if there was a serious issue or whatever, but for the most part, a lot of the residents are going to say, I'm in charge of everything. And then,
I know, that's how she would be.
But we do try to we do try to let the family members know, because you know what, they are, and if we feel like that there's a decision that they're trying to do that, you know, no, because we don't monitor their mail. We don't know what's coming in the mail. I don't know if some goofball from overseas is going to try to scam somebody with a cent yet, or we're not going to let them do that. We're going to, you know, and we have programs that we can offer them that keeps that. But we have some people that don't have folks like you know, to help. They don't have kids. They do have kids, and their kids don't care. So I mean, it's heartbreaking. You know, but and a lot of times this is a great place for them, because we have some that. I had one that was scammed out of her money 2 different months, and she ended up in the homeless shelter. And so, you want to talk about being mad? I was so mad. I was mad at the apartment complex too that lived in there, because I guess a church group had raised all the money to help, and her case manager, because her case manager, we went way above and beyond what we would normally do, because she had no family. And anyway, the church group had gathered up some money, and so we were going to take it over to pay for the rent, or the case manager was. That all transpired prior to me getting involved. And the case manager was about an hour late, because she was working with somebody in the manager. No, we're not going to take it, so they did. Yeah. And so she had to come here. I mean, she came here to do the assessment, because the case manager had other people here, and she said, I know what your facility is. She said, she's got like 3 other people. And so, anyway, bottom line was, is by the time we got her over here, it ended up she had to go and stay Sunday at the shelter, which is a great shelter. It's for seniors. It's a great place. And, but I was so aggravated. I went and picked her up at the apartment she was being evicted, brought her over here, fed her, made sure she had something to eat, and because I don't know how hard the last time she ate, made sure she had something to eat, and got her all of her paperwork, assessments, got everything done, and then I had to drive her to the shelter. I've never in my life done that before, ever. And then I came back here, and I cried all the way from Classen Boulevard back down here. I had to stop before I came back in, because if they see me all upset, oh, what's wrong? You know, I don't want them to think something's going on. That was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. And then I found out she's got a daughter that lives here, and she's got another daughter in Texas. That's what aggravates me. That is my mother, and you know what? My mother was good enough to take care of me.
Sorry to interrupt. You're next.
Okay, that's Adams. Is it he and his grandmother? Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Eddie. So.
Yeah, I understand.
So we see all kinds of different situations. I can honestly tell you that the people that are here, most of the people that have worked here, I'm one of the newer ones. Most of the people that have been here have been here since this place opened. So the staff members, they're just, I mean, it's a great place to work. It's a great environment. You know,
okay.
So, but your first step, honey, is going to get your mom here, and let's do an evaluation on your mom. Let's let her see the place, and whatever we need to do to make her feel comfortable. If we have to make a couple of trips, that's fine. If she wants to come and look at the place, we only do assessments on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So sometimes what we do in situations like this, to help save you some time as well, we'll book a tour on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and walk out an assessment with it if we know that there's a possibility that she wants to do the assessment. A lot of times, don't tell them it's a test. Don't freak her out and go, it's a test, you know, but it is a test their mental skills. But some people freak out when they hear it's a test. But I mean, it's just an assessment to see, how she does. And then, if she decides after we take a tour and she eats or whatever, we'll do it around the lunch hour or something, or right before lunch or whatever, then we'll have that time blocked off so that we can go ahead and do the assessment. If she doesn't want to, if she's not comfortable doing it right now, that's okay. We'll cancel it out and wait till she feels more comfortable. Then the next time all we have to do is just come straight in and do the assessments. But whatever it is that you guys feel, because you know your mom.
Yes.
You know what she's done.
Okay. Well, this is giving me enough, and I'm going to upload this and send it to my sister, and then we're going to talk and take the next step and everything. So.
Is your sister having a hard time? How long has your mom been there? How long has she been there?
No, it's hard either way, because this is our last resort.
They don't have anything in North Carolina?
No, it's she lives here, but she's just visiting right there. So everything.
Your sister is not wanting to put her.
No, we both don't want to.
Right.
We both don't want to. So, but she's not able to stay with either one of us. Trusted. So.
I know. And I know it's hard.
Yeah.
But this is as close to her being able to live independently as you can ever even imagine. Because I mean, she can't. She's here independently.
What's your percentage of people with dementia here?
I couldn't tell you that. I would say probably. My guess would be probably over 50% of them that have a mild case of it. Because we all, has she been diagnosed with dementia, or have they just said it's sort of
it's borderline,
like the beginning stages?
Sometimes there's a fine line between all of us are getting old. I mean, I forget where I put my keys. I had my bath water running the other day. Went outside, I ran into one of my neighbors, and I about forgot about my bath water. I mean, these are things that we all do. We have so much on our brains and so much on our minds. As we get older, we do lose our, memory skills. I get the fact that the short term is one thing, and they do remember things more long term. They remember things that happened back years ago. But I would say probably a large majority of ours have a mild case of dementia, some mild depression, but it has to be documented. When we get that back from the medical records, which our director of nursing will look through, it has to be documented that it's, the beginning stages are mild. That assessment test is going to tell us a lot. The assessment will tell us a lot. If for some reason she gets all nervous and just upset about the test, she can retest in 3 months. So it's not
How long?
In 3 months.
Oh.
So it's not like she's cut out. So.
Well, we don't have to, like you said, don't tell her it's a test. Just bring her in. Well, ideally, this is how I think.
I just tell them we're going to talk to the nurse. I'm going to introduce you to Laura, our nurse, and she's going to ask you. She has to, in order for you to live here, she's got to ask you a few questions. And Laura sort of rolls into that. But what do you think?
Well, I think that
you know her. So.
Yeah, I think that she needs to be brought here. Probably have a tour, see what kind of activities they have. Just say hi. I want you to meet somebody. I want you to meet Cindy, and just go from there. And then, as far as introducing her to the nurse, this is somebody that also helps with us, and she just wants to sit down and talk to you. Just leave it like that.
Yeah, because she only has I'm talking to her right now. She only has 2 options. She can live here in Oklahoma where she wants to live, but it has to be something like this, or we can stay in North Carolina, and that's
the bottom line. Either or, and she's gonna have to make a decision.
So then that's going to make her choose which way.
Yeah.
But Cindy, we thank you for your thorough
Oh.
tour and all
Yeah,
the
I hope I didn't
information that